Hello everybody, this is DDB with Model Cars on YouTube, and this is my 1970 and a half AMT Chevy Camaro. So I grew up around dirt track racing in southeast Iowa area, and my father had raced pretty much my whole childhood. He raced different classes of vehicles, and so when I bought this kit, it was kind of my original idea was to build it as a dirt track car. Um, I had initially planned on just using the body and then using the chassis of the 34 Slammer here. However, after just about completely building the chassis, I ran into an issue. So I initially had checked out the wheelbase on both vehicles and they were compatible. And so I thought, no problem. Until I went to test fit the body on it after I had made some progression and realized that the engine set about right here if I use that chassis. Um, if you haven't ever built this, you can kind of see how the engine sits back behind the wheels here. And for this kit to work, this body to work, you really need the engine in between the wheels or slightly farther back, but definitely not the entire engine completely behind the wheels. I couldn't move it forward because of the radiator and the supports and all the suspension are in between the wheels. There's no room there. So it takes some major modification to make that work. Uh, however, this piece right here is actually really close on both kits. So I thought about using that on here and then replacing the rear end with the kit from the Slammer as well. But ended up deciding that I would just go with pretty much building everything out of the 70 and a half Camaro kit. Just thought it would make my life a lot easier. Would have loved to have used the engine out of the modified kit because it's just got that dirt car look to it. It's got the big square valves and giant carburetor. This is a little goofy. Everybody I've seen running always had great big ones, but you know this is from a different era too. So so that's that. And then this was not going to work. The headers were definitely not going to work off of it. So it actually just has the factory exhaust headers on it, or whatever, not headers, but manifold. Thank you very much. These would have looked really good under there, but it just, because they come straight down on the engine once again, and the engine being in between, they really need to sweep back to get around the wheels. I'm sure you guys have had those happen before. I didn't feel like doing custom mufflers either, or custom exhaust. I'm still planning on using these wheels. As you can tell by their fancy matching green color on them. These are just gorgeous wheels. Nice, big, fat. Love the traditional 5 slots. I would love to have 50 sets of 5 slots. I wouldn't even mind having 50 slots of these exact tires. The only problem is I haven't ever seen this before, so I don't know if it's just the Slammer kits or what, but they are square on the back here. And if you may remember, I recently just moved and I cannot find my drill bits anywhere. I know they've been used around the house by people other than me, and they weren't returned to where I could find them. So that's kind of holding me up. I also had a problem last night. I was really hoping to have this done today. But I had to clamp the front end together because my custom dash here, well, it's actually the kit dash, but I don't remember why. I cut this, I cut the back part of the dash out. I think, yeah, if I remember right, I had to move it back because of the roll cage, which is out of the 69 Ford Torino kit, the 3-in-1 kit. I'm actually doing a father-son build with my youngest boy with that, and he's not using any of the NASCAR stuff that came in there. So, yay, free roll cage. So instead of building one, I just fit that to work. And not real thrilled with this gap, but it is what it is. So anyways, because I had to move the dash forward, it was causing some problems here. So I had to do some cutting out for whatever reason, not here, but on this side, it was really hanging up. It was like something right through here was just not bueno. So I shaved that out, and then that allowed me to get the front up. But I did have to put some clamps on it in order to get it to actually stay there. Otherwise, it would separate about that far. And then it would look like it was a wheelie car. Or a gasser. So, not the look I was going for. So, that prevented me from doing the front Nerf bars, crash bars, whatever you want to call them. And I basically just had the car, once I got the decals. These are also out of the 34 Slammer kit. And that's what, they were actually what got me on this paint scheme too. I figured out the decals I wanted, and then I thought, well, we'll look good with it. And so I always like green when it's an accent color, and especially with a black car, but I didn't want to go totally black, and black and silver looks good. And so there you go. I don't know about, I can't remember exactly where all these kits, I think this one came from the Hustler El Camino, and these others, I think, came off of the, it's like a 29 Model A. I don't think it's a Model T, but whatever. I don't, not the best on that stuff, so you guys will probably know. It's the one that comes with the actual, the two different versions, two complete kits, or two complete kits in the box, and so you can either build the T and do it in various different ways, or you could build the actual like Model A truck. So that's that. I don't think I have anything else. I think that's it. So I got to figure out how to get these wheels mounted on, and then I got to build the bars, paint the bars, put the bars on, and then this will be done. Also today I'm probably going to start on the 60, not El Camino, Ranchero, that kit. I told you I was going to paint it like Happy, guys. I didn't tell you guys why on yesterday's video. She was just going to have me do it out of the box, and so I don't know, but you guys, whenever I build something, I always like to see if somebody else built it first and see what kind of issues I'm going to run into, any kind of troubles, fitment problems, things like that, things to be aware of with the kit. So I always look for a video, and Happy Guys had done one on this, and basically, excuse me, been drinking root beer. Don't tell Glenn I got into his stash. This inset right here, he painted red, and then of course had to change the decals to make that work. And I think that's really about all that's different. But I took a screenshot of that, showed the gal I work with, and she absolutely loved it. And so that's how I'm going to do it. Not that I have a problem with copying somebody else's work. I mean, if you guys ever see anything I do and say, hey, that is a really cool paint job and I would like to have that, hey, go ahead. I'm not making money off my builds, and if you build something look like mine, you're not going to make money off the builds either. So, what do I care if you got something that's, duplicated off of one of my creations on your shelf? If anything, I'd think that would be great. I'd love to talk to you guys about 25,000 different other things, but I think that's good enough, and I've probably wasted enough of your guys' time today. So thank you very much, guys. Like I said, I'm on vacation this week, so I'm going to try doing a video every day, and it'll be probably about this long. I always say I'm going to do them shorter, but now I see why some guys have a hard time. You get to talking, you just want to keep going. So thank you very much, guys. I'll catch you next time.